morning, people. Well, it's been a bit eventful this morning.
Can you see Lion?
Where's he looking?
Oh, he's looking this way, but he's just led there like a lion. I don't think he's ever been sat there like that. He just seems happy there.
Editing the vlog last night was absolutely hilarious. Both Soph and I fell asleep sat up. That's how exhausted we were. Yeah, so I had to check over the vlog this morning to make sure that I'd actually done it right. I didn't. So I had to redo the vlog this morning. It's only just 10:05. I woke up at 7. I just couldn't sleep. Which obviously in normal time is 6 o'clock because the clocks went forward on Saturday. So I woke up at 6 o'clock technically this morning. Did all my nebs. Then I woke Soph up. We've come downstairs. I wanted to change up my earring from the stud that it was. So I started trying to do that. And I couldn't get it through the back hole. You know when you can get it through the hole and you can't just... It just doesn't go straight through? That was happening. And then my mother rang. I was like, this is far too early. I'm not answering her. I'm in the middle of doing my hair. So I just let it ring, trying to get it like to carry on working. And then the second she ended the call, she called again. I'm like, bollocks. Something's wrong. I need to answer this. So in the little franticness of trying to get the stud back in, I drop it on the floor. Then I answer my mum, and she tells me that my nan's in hospital. I'm like, okay, what happened? She had a heart attack. She's had stents put in, and she's still like pretty poorly. We're just waiting for the nurse to ring back to find out what's going on. But the problem is, my nan lives in Manchester. We live in Cornwall. It's quite a few hours away and quite a few 100 miles away. So Soph and I are currently just like, we're feeling useless. We feel like we should be doing something. We're just going to wait for the phone call. If the nurse doesn't ring, my uncle will. He lives like 4 doors down from my nan. So then Soph come down and was just like, what's happened? Your mum does not ring, then cut off, then ring again. Something's happened. And I tell her. And then I ask her to try and put the earring in. And it just wouldn't go. And it's a star shape and it's just... Where's the packet gone? They're not like normal earrings. So this is what they look like. Oh. I don't think it's gonna... There you go. So they're not like the normal ones with the butterfly backs. You've got to prise them open, try and get the one little bit, and then obviously we won't bend for the star. You've got to bend it as it goes round. They're a bitch to put in, but they're beautiful when they're in. Like, as you can see, modelling. And this... Oh, crap. And then Soph tries giving it a go, and she's not doing it. And obviously, I'm on steroids anyway, which thins your blood. And I'm currently taking aspirin to, like, help with the whole pregnancy thing. And my ear is, like, pissing with blood. And we're like, well, aspirin's working well. So we're trying to mop up the blood, and she's trying to get the earring in. So then we get the pliers on it. Oh my god! So like, because Soph was feeling it, and she was feeling the crunch as it went through. For some reason, my ears are like the cartilage is really thick. When I had my tragus done, I actually bent the needle as the piercer was trying to put it through. My cartilage bent the needle. So I don't know why my cartilage is so thick. So there she is trying to do it, and then she's using the pliers, and like it feels like my ear is coming like away from my head. But all in all, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stars in my ear. So that's been a great morning so far. We'll let you know when we hear any more about me nan. But for now, welcome to our day. Yeah. So, another bit of entertaining news this morning. I can just feel this day just going up and up and up. The twat of a woman that's moaning about the patch of bloody mud on the green has reported it to the estates people. Like, what the fuck? Just, she's called them out to moan and show them the tiniest patch of fucking mud, and they're now going to be cordoning it off to put more grass seed down. I literally just turned and said to her that she's being absolutely sodding pathetic, and that if she actually cared to look at the flipping mud, she could already see that grass is already starting to grow back, which what Sophie and I noticed the other day when we were out there. But now that she's contacted the estates team and they're going to be cordoning it off, we don't even know if we can take the girls out there now. So not only can the girls not go out in this certain area, but kids can't also play now. So she has well and truly completely royally fucked up for the rest of the people on the estate who are actually out enjoying this weather and enjoying the rarest bit of green space that this world and the UK actually has left. And literally she's just like, what is the point? I've never known somebody to get so stressed and moaning about probably about a 3-meter span of frickin' mud. Like, why? What is the point? And Sophie made a good point that we think that the last couple of times that she's commented on there or commented on my bits or anything like that, she's tagged somebody. I think we said the other day in the vlog that she tagged somebody and I question marked it and she ignored me. So made a good point that she thinks that might have been the the estate manager sort of thing. But nobody owns this patch of grass. No one. Not Cornwall Council, not DCA. Well, it's now Live West, which is the people that own our house, and a number of them around here. It's got no community protection order, because I checked to make sure that we were actually not breaking any law with being on this grass. There is nothing. So it is just a patch of green that has been left available on the estate. They could have built another 10 houses there and we could have had no green at all. So we've been lucky to have this bit of green space. And she's pretty much just ruining this opportunity for both kids, dogs, whatever else, to actually have a bit of fun in the sun out in the community. What would she rather? We all stay in watching TV, playing on computer games or something.
That's what she and her children do, isn't it?
Yeah, the fact that you've actually got kids and people out enjoying being outdoors, and now she's just gone and ruined it. What's the point? And I know on one occasion people were just well, why don't you go up to the other green, to us with the dogs? But the other green, it's not an actual dog walking area. It just happens to be another green space that has a poop bin there. It's not designated specifically for dogs. This place isn't designated to be specifically looked at through a window.
And
it's there to be played on.
And when we later picked up the other one, there was quite a lot of suspicious looking stuff that we'd be concerned with the dogs about.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen it in the news, mushrooms or bread or soft stuff that's the dogs will go for. It's been laced with stuff and it actually poisons the dogs. We actually knew somebody whose dog, she was out walking with them and the dog ate something that was on the ground, like bread or whatever it was, and that dog died. So I'm not going to go to an area where there's actual food that's just been chucked around because we don't know what's in it. So this place, we know it's safe, we know it's tidy, it's just out there that it's easy for me to get to, and
Dixie?
now this twat has royally screwed it up
Dixie?
for all the kids on this estate. I mean, she's not moaning about the little tuft by Norton's. Bet she's not reported that because there's no grass there anymore.
No.
The little hump.
No.
And it's just like, why? Why is people stressing about a little bit of grass? If we get a letter or if we get somebody coming to us and moaning to us saying we need to stop that, I am going to flip my top just because of how pathetic it is. So, great morning. And now the dogs won't shut up, so I'm going to take my meds. Oh, thank you. Should we nap? Nap? Yes. Yes. Come on then. Come on. Yes. Oh, bless you. You were great. Do you know that? Yeah. I love you. I love you. You're gorgeous. Do you know that? Yeah. Did you hear that?
I did. I had hope in the vlog caught it as well.
Oh, bless you.
Are you done now?
Yeah. The fact that she said, I said, are you gorgeous? And she's like, yeah.
Yeah. Was that comfy? Was that nice? Yeah. Oh. That's adorable.
You comfy? Are you comfy? Yeah? Yeah?
I'm here too.
You are. Just a little label.
Yeah. So on Thursday it was shopping day, and yeah, you're excited, aren't you? And we went up to Pets at Home, and it was Pets at Home, wasn't it? And we saw these, and I think they were £1 each or
Yep.
something, and they were just really cute. I didn't spot them at first. I spotted something else, and then Charlie was just surprised she didn't spot the unicorns. And I was like, where? And she pointed, and I was just like, we need them in our lives.
And they make a really cute honking noise.
I do, and then we'll have them. And so we've got 2 little unicorn squeakers. Dixie, there's one for you. There's one for you. Here's the label for it, and I'll be okay. I don't oh,
I love it.
She'll play with it at some point. You all know what Pickle's like when we first give her toys, so.
And Alba will probably chew through that in the next 10 minutes.
You want that label on there? That's not part of the toy. Oh, she took it. She took the other one. This is mine now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nearly made a hole in the top of its horn.
Already.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Girls. Dixie, Emma. What's these? What's this? The milk lollies. Yep, it's milk lollies. Oh, but this is yours. Just remember, she doesn't eat it from the stick, does she?
This is what we do, guys, to help try and cool the girls off. They're like the milk lollies that you get in Tesco's. I don't understand, Mummy. I think this is only the third one, like hot one for Alba. So she's not really used to this scenario.
I don't know how to eat it from the stick. This is yours. Abba, go like this. Abba. Abba.
Dixie, however, is a pro.
That's right, baby girl. You gonna try again? You gonna try again, Abba? I'm confused.
You're like a mummy bird feeding your babies.
It's working, Yummy. I'm surprised that Pickle actually does it herself, seeing that she's usually the one that won't do anything.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I was just like, I'm waiting though.
She's like, I'll go for pickles too. Now it's on the floor.
Okay, this is your last piece. Ow! Ow! It's floating out! I wanted her to take it. Yeah, girls, is that nice?
Me, on the other hand. Dun dun dun! This is what it looks like. And Sophie had hers this morning. I didn't want one then. And she fell in love.
Oh, it's good. The only thing is, my bottom fell off. It broke off, didn't it?
It did. It collapsed on her.
It did. It was rude. It's good, isn't it?
Go get yourself some of this.
Yeah. Look at how cute he is. Hi, boy. You rested? Oh, he's like this in the cute. Honey bag. Look how cute he is. Is that not the most handsome gizmo you guys have ever seen? Isn't that not adorable? Oh. Look at his face. Oh, everyone's moving. We're about to take the girls out, so I got up and spotted him with his legs out. You comfy there, boy? Yeah. Cute.
Good afternoon. We've just got in from taking the girls out and it was quite hilarious. As we were out there, the bloke we mentioned in earlier's vlog, Norton, he was out with his dog too. And he, as we came down, he was just like, what are you doing out here? You're not allowed out on the green. And we were just like, I know. But, got to take our dogs out. And he was just like, yeah, and all the kids that are out, they don't stop them from doing it, only the people with the dogs. And then he said what we said earlier, they know exactly where we live, and yet they're not coming over to tell us or knock on our door. It's all got to be put on Facebook. And then he asked, as he was just literally crossing back over, he like shouted F-U-C-K them loud enough that everybody would have heard. Even when we went over there now though, that little patch of mud, because the grass has already started growing back, is already half the size of what it was like mud patch wise. So what?
That's gonna be loud taking that out.
Yeah. So I don't know, I really don't understand what their issue is. But I'm glad that we're not the only ones that are just like, you're just being so damn pathetic. Move on. It's also 5:20. Not heard anything else about me nan. My mum's gone up to Manchester to go see her. She lives in Taunton, which is in Somerset. But every time she kept trying to ring, the nurses won't tell her information. And it's because although my mum is my nan's daughter, because she's not direct next of kin, she's like second next of kin, they won't tell her anything over the phone.
And your uncle won't say anything, will he?
No.
He's like not being very helpful.
No, so my mum's now had to travel all the way up to Manchester to find out what's going on. So it's a little bit shit, to be honest. You just get told that your mother's been rushed to hospital overnight, had a massive heart attack, and has had stents put in. Like, she's had surgery already, and nobody's telling her anything. My mum's disabled as well, and she struggles a lot. So the fact that she's had to travel all the way up to Manchester, which I think is at least like 300 miles, is not on. But when I last texted her, it was about... That clock's not changed. It's not 5:30, it's 6:30. So it's 3 hours ago now, but I've still not heard anything. But it's really frustrating.
That automatically does it.
It's not.
Oh.
It's frustrating when you don't. Like, we're sat here and we're like, we should be doing something. I'm sure, like, we should be going up to see her. But the problem is, there's no point in travelling all the way up there if we can't do anything. So we're trying to wait for that bit of information to know whether we have to get in the car and go. Like, thankfully we've got nothing on this week. But because of it being such a long, like, distance, for us it's like either 400 or 500 miles. It's real far. And it will take about 8 hours to get there. And we would have to stay over and things like that. So we don't want to end up just, like, booking hotels and stuff if there's nothing we can do. We've ordered oxygen, which is coming tomorrow. So if we do need to go up, we have got everything that we need to be prepared. But it's just when you're sitting there and you're like, another hour's gone by, still not heard anything. Great. So yeah, we've literally just been chilling here. We've slept a lot today. We are both pooped. I mean, like I said earlier, I woke up at 6 this morning, and I couldn't obviously get back to sleep. I wonder if it's because, like, my mind subconsciously knew something was going on. Like with my other nan, my dad's mum. She was in hospital around my I was 12 at the time, but on my 13th birthday she was obviously still in the hospital. And in the morning I just felt like something was wrong, and I just kept crying. When everyone in school, like my friends and that, was like, what's wrong, I said, oh, my nan's died. I didn't actually know that she had died. I just had this weird feeling in my stomach and whatever, and I had a sense that she had died. And then later that evening my mum and dad said that at whatever time it was that she passed, and I was just like, that's really weird, because I knew at that time as well. So yeah, it could be that I just had some weird feeling, but who knows. So just going to go feed the girls now. Gizmodo's out and loving life, as you've seen. And it's so hot. I don't like it. Other than that, that's it for now. Hopefully we'll have more of an update when we next pick up the camera. Good evening. And thank God it's evening.
Yeah.
I am knackered.
Me too. So we didn't get to go sleep yet because we've got things we have to do.
Hours injection.
Your mate.
I really don't. It doesn't hurt her this week. That'll be just the icing on the cake for today.
Weird.
I finally heard from... Did you send me something?
Yeah.
Oh. I finally heard from my mom.
Mom.
We've just been taking the piss about people on Instagram currently. And... What time did she ring? It was like really late by the time she finally got a hold of me.
Maybe. Could have been like 7ish.
Possibly, yeah. But basically my nan's like, okay, she's stable, but obviously she's not brilliant. But yeah, she's stable. So that's good.
Yeah, they're sending it to the rehab centre
yeah.
tomorrow.
So hopefully she'll make a speedy recovery.
Indeed.
But who knows? It's just one of those things that only time is going to be able to tell.
Yes.
Goodness, what a stressful day.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated as much as we get updated.
Yeah, it's one thing that sucks about living in Cornwall, is being so far away from all of my side of the family. But it's one of us is going to have to be far away, and unfortunately the hospitals down here are really good.
Yeah.
So I think if I was still in the hospital I was in before I met Soph, I think the predictions of me reaching my 28th birthday would have been correct.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay down here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, like we said, you've got Alba's injection to do now. I really hope it doesn't hurt. I'm dreading it.
Yeah.
And then meds, and then it's bedtime because I can feel a headache coming on again.
Oh no. I'm so stressed of today. I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
Didn't
not
sleep
good.
very well either, did you? So.
No, and my nap today was kind of like constantly waking up. Have I got a message?
Yeah.
So it's just non-restful. So we hope your day's been better than ours.
You'll have to let us know what you've done.
Yes. Has anybody played any April Fool's tricks on you?
Yes, let us know.
We watched Lad Baby this morning, and boy was Rox not happy. Ooh, if you haven't like subscribed to Lad Baby, like you really need to.
Yeah, you need to.
So funny.
They're always funny, aren't they?
They always give us a smile in the morning. So go do that. Go do that. That's how tired I am. So we're gonna get on with her injection, and then we're gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming on our day with us, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Ha, yawn. Good night.
Monday, April 1st. Miracle upon miracle. Go back and report to John what you have seen and heard. The blind receive sight, the lame walk. Those who have leprosy are cleansed. The deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the good news is proclaimed to the poor. God's in the miracle working business, even today. How easily we forget that all of creation serves as a daily reminder of this fact. The same Creator who spoke mountains and rivers into existence causes the sun to rise each morning and to cast its golden rays over us as we journey from place to place. There are miracles in a baby's smile, the wrinkled hand of an elderly neighbour, the playful yap of a rowdy pup. There are supernatural reminders of God's grace in our bodies, as well a heart that beats in steady rhythm, hands that bend and move, legs that take us where we need to go. May we never forget, God started all of creation with just a word, and as we witness miracles in our lives, may we respond with words of awe and wonder, praising our amazing Father for all He continues to do. Lord, I witness miracles every day of my life, from the rising of the sun to its setting in the evening. The miracles never cease. My trust is never increasing as I witness one after the other. May I never forget that even now, you are a God of miracles. Amen. This peace, I'm in shock. Of all the days that this could have spoke out to me, is today when my nan has a heart attack and is extremely close to death. When my mum got there today, it wasn't good. But reading this, oh my God, I'm speechless. Because if it wasn't for God's creation, and if it wasn't for a miracle, my nan wouldn't have been here. And by God's creation, I mean the people on earth, the medicines, the technology, the advanced medical practices, both that and a miracle of like some greater identity has saved my nan. And I'm literally in shock after reading this.